That's okay.
Today is June 11th. Is it the 12th? June 12th. This is the BMC Study Group, number 9. And Connie just spoke about, do you want to do a real short recap?
Yeah, I have been working specifically on tendinopathy that I have in my shoulder girdle, and so this whole series, as we have gotten into the upper extremity and working privately with Wendy, has been, and just these movement explorations and awareness explorations have been very helpful for me.
Wonderful, thank you. And Alicia, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm slow. I watched like two videos in a row and then came onto that class. So I'm remembering it now and all the different areas of the cranium of the head. I particularly appreciated the three conchas, kind of going in. Yeah, and just the balance of all of it together is what I remember.
I wish I had like 24 hours to go over all material with you. So we do the concha, we could do the cranium, we could do the eyes, we could do so many things.
Yeah, I love that too. Just FYI, the conchas. I forgot about that, but yeah, that was great.
And the back, the what is the little guy called in the back of the mouth? The
uvula.
Uvula, yeah.
Yeah, well, you're touching your hyoid, so it's actually inside.
Yeah, I can't.
That's how you get to the uvula. And also, that's how you get to the atlas. And I've done that in my other classes. So you can actually, I have a very bony atlas, and you can actually put your finger in.
And feel it.
And I can feel the prominence.
Wow. Wow.
The anterior surface is like this. It's like a knuckle for me. So I can put my finger all the way back behind my uvula.
Oh.
And if you get a mirror, you can look at it, do it yourself, and the flashlight, you can see it. I forgot to do that last week when we were talking about the mouse, TMJ. So yes, okay. Robert, do you want to go ahead?
Sure. Sorry I missed class last week. I couldn't be here. I just want to say about the class, I found something about my clavicle and how the clavicle, when you reach the arm out and the clavicle goes back down underneath, this real sense of how it goes back underneath and supports like a foot might support a whole body.
Oh, that's a great image. You just froze. Just froze.
That's 2 weeks ago.
Say that last sentence, Bob, because it got cut off.
Yeah, the way that the clavicle, how it rotates and goes a little bit behind the manubrium, provides the support like this is very powerful. It felt almost like similar to how an archer might use their foot, I can't quite do it, but let me see. The archer might move their foot back like this, and the arch is like this, and you got the foot back, and this back foot is supporting the whole body here, just like bottom of the clavicle is supporting the arm outstretched here. Very powerful base of support for stretching out and dynamic support. Felt really powerful to me.
Oh, that's wonderful. I love that image. I love the bow and arrow image and the actual rotation of the clavicle. Beautiful.
And then I'll just say, just thoracobody in Bonnie's class, a very powerful experience I had. It was as if the thoracobody is as if it's like sort of the spiritual center, and the xiphoid is the physical center. It's the place where they meet, the place where sort of spirit and body meet, so that when they're breathing together, it's sort of, this is more etheric, the thoracobody, and this is more physical. And when they breathe together, it's really powerful. So there's something.
They separate, when you breathe in, they separate. They go out when you breathe in, and they come back in when you exhale. That's
right. Exactly. And there's something about when they are working together like that, the harmony of them is something like spirit and body coming together. And in the initial breath, in the last breath of life and in all our breaths in between. So I felt very powerful as
Mm,
a real place to go to for an important center place.
beautiful. Okay, Charlotte, I think I'm just going in the rows here. So go ahead. I don't hear you. We don't hear you. So maybe we should move on. Carrie, you can talk.
Yeah, I've been away and traveling, so I'm still playing catch up, and just a little fuzzy. So I just enjoyed what the experiences of going through different parts of the body and the head and playing around with that a little bit. While I was away, I got stung by a bee, so I'm having this inflammation response. So right now it's really on the left side. So I feel it's a little bit weird sensory for me. I feel really like split.
You're allergic to bee stings?
Yes.
How bad is it?
It's getting better, but this is and my husband's a physician, but usually I'm anaphylaxis, so this time I wasn't, but it's sort of like in my foot and it just won't stop. So I've had this repeated inflammation that I managed to get down and then it comes back. So I'm just not on top of my game. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Like,
Gotcha.
yeah.
All right, Charlotte, do we have some
Okay,
sound?
can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, the movement of the thoraco body and the xiphoid process, I could really feel that connection right down into my pelvic floor, and really could feel that movement of the pelvic floor and the diaphragm. It just became very, very clear where it's a little fuzzy before. So that was really, really
Wonderful.
cool.
Okay, Laura, how are you? You're on mute.
Good.
There you go.
Yes, I am now unmuted. I couldn't watch the video, I mean the class yesterday because I'm at work, and it's not up to watch yet. So I'll be watching it tomorrow.
Okay.
So no news to report about the
Okay.
class.
It's nice to have you. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, sure. Nice
And
to be here.
Sabrina, thank you. And Sabrina, you want to go ahead?
Yeah, just like feeling the hard palate. Like it feels interesting that I've just like sometimes the location of my tongue in the hard palate is like different each time I like bring my attention to it. So I'm just like curious, when I relax my tongue, where do I like place it in the mouth? And so that's like a curiosity I'm sitting with.
So I'm trained in something called myofunctional therapy, and the placement of the tongue is on the roof of the mouth, 1/4 of an inch behind the hard palate. So it's good to experiment and see where your tongue is going. And from birth, people develop their mouth habit, their tongue placement habits. So I think I've mentioned before, when the milk is pouring in from a breast that has engorged milk in it, the baby sucks and sometimes has to push the tongue forward in order not to choke. And that establishes a tongue forward position for swallowing, which is not what you want. So in the myofunctional therapy, you retrain the swallow. It takes about 6 months, depending on the person, so that you break down the pattern that they have and then teach the new pattern, which is to keep the tip of the tongue on the top of the mouth, 1/4 of an inch behind the front teeth. And we use little rubber bands and all kinds of little toys to help reinforce that movement of the tongue. And we did do the tongue last week in nursing, so that was good. We got a lot of that started. I don't know why I went off on that rant. I'm sorry. What else? Sabrina, did you want to say anything else? Just exploring.
I'm feeling more like when I place my tongue on the roof of my mouth, I can sense how different my throat can like respond. Like there's no hypertension because I'm used to just having a lot of hypertension in like the lateral sides of my throat and my neck. So it's really interesting how like the tongue can influence that.
Great. Well, I thought that you guys would like to do some like concha, and if you need to, I would suggest that you have clean hands so we can put your fingers in your nose. So it'll take a minute to wash your hands. And if you have latex gloves, you can use gloves if you want to. You can also, if you have some cream, you can put cream on your finger and bring some tissues.
What kind of cream are you talking about? Like a
Well, it depends on what you like. If you have something that's a vegetable-based petroleum, that's not with petroleum, it's not oil-based, but it's vegetable-based, then you could use that.
okay.
And if you don't, you can use a lotion. If you have a lotion that you don't mind putting in your nose, coconut oil is a really good idea.
Nose, okay.
Or just moisten. My fingertips now are moist, and I'm realizing, oh, that helps. Just a little bit of moisture on my
that'll help.
fingers.
Let's see. So I'm going to put a share. I'm going to share this AI search because I think it's helpful to see what it looks like, pictures. Is that okay with you? Okay. And I will put the share on. And we will go into portion of the screen. Can you see this?
Yeah.
Okay, so we see it from different angles. I think that's helpful. So we have at the bottom, here's your teeth. Here is the palate. Here is your nose. See if I click on this, what happens? Get a bigger picture. I'm going to close this for a second. So it's bigger picture, that's good. We can see the vestibule, which is the opening of the nasal passage. You see the inferior turbinate, what they call it a turbinate, is another word for concha. Here's the middle. Here's the superior. And they don't show the supreme, but the supreme kind of fits up here. Now, do you know what the cribriform plate is?
I think it's the sort of the top place where the nerves from the nose go up into the brain. Is that right?
That's correct. It's a beautiful structure. Let me pull it out for you. The cribriform plate has these little perforations in it so that the smell can go up into the nerves and be conducted to the brain so you have a smell. And I'm going to show you the cribriform plate, which we could look at in other ways, but let me come back for a second.
Oh.
See those little holes?
Oh.
Isn't that amazing?
Oh my.
That's the cribriform plate. And I'll turn it the way it would be this way. So there's your jaw, right? And if you tilt it, The cribriform plate is here. I want to get pencil on this. And then you see this nasal septum here dividing your nostrils. And so it comes right into your nose. I don't know if you can see the pencil.
Yes.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, you can see it. That's definitely a hole there.
Amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
And what is the name of this structure?
Oh, the butterfly?
No, not the butterfly.
The cella turcica.
The cella turcica. And what sits in the cella turcica?
The pituitary.
Pituitary and
Pituitary gland.
Mhm.
Yes. So, and why is it called cella turcica?
It's like
Turkish saddle, like a
The
saddle.
Turkish saddle. So it's supporting the pituitary like you're riding the horse. Turkish saddle in there. I think that's a special saddle that comes up on the ends,
Oh,
the front and the back. Okay, so those are landmarks. You can look inside the nose. And I could take your finger and you're going to try to find the inferior concha.
Okay.
I'm going to see if I find my gloves too. I'll put this right here. And you can see if you can look at it while I go away. And then what you can do is start to hum and feel the vibrations. If you can go further back, see if you can go further back. I'm going to put a little coconut oil on my gloves. And take your time because it's not something you want to rush through. So if you've been Rolf, this is a familiar experience. So you go into the nose. And then if you drop your jaw, you may find more room to slip back. So you can get up to your second knuckle, your second metacarpal, or your phalangeal, rather, your MC. And then send your voice into your nose. When you have enough, you can come out. And what do you notice?
I've never done that in working with the concha before. I've always like sort of visualized it rather than actually touching. And the feeling, the vibration, it makes me feel the lines. It makes me feel the lines, the sort of mask lines, because I can feel the vibration going into the upper, into my tissues, my skin.
Yeah, I feel incredibly opened on that side. It's like, wow, it's like a whole cavern opened. And I can breathe so fully from that side. What did everybody else feel?
I felt kind of yeah, definitely an openness, but also like a buzz or a wave or a vibration kind of rippling back through.
Yeah, I feel an opening
Does it
also.
allow you to breathe more, or do you feel like it's like a consciousness opening of your consciousness, or?
It goes up into my eye, like up here, and I feel like it even opens up here.
Great.
Yeah. But I've had this all reconstructed because I smashed it.
Mm.
So there's a lot of confusion too. Like, is this right?
What happened? What happened?
I was skiing and I did what's known as a face plant and just landed on my face.
And which
Oh, dear.
bones were broken?
I don't even know if I know. Like, my septum was totally deviated, so it was pushed over. I mean, it's still not 100%.
You can correct it with this work.
I bet I can. Yeah. I think I'll have to spend some time with you.
Is it only the septum?
I don't know.
You don't know. It wasn't the eye
Yeah.
orbit or the brow or the
Yeah, it was,
Yeah,
at the time it
concussion.
was just like fix it. I don't really know.
So you had surgery?
Hmm.
How old were you?
Probably how old was I? Late 20s, early 30s, maybe.
So how long ago was that for you?
Well, I'm 25 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, at least. Yep.
This is the first time you felt your septum or gun in your nose since then?
Because I'm feeling back, right?
Yeah, you're going up and you just keep exploring, see how far back you can
Right.
go.
Yeah, I mean, and also because, I mean, my nose looks straight, but I think it would be totally different on this side because if I tip my head back, you can see like the septum is more prone to the left.
Well, I'd really have to look at you closely. So
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Let's do the other side.
yeah.
And anybody else want to say something? Okay, well, let's do the other side. I like the little coconut oil. That's helpful. Don't forget to hum and sound into your nasal passages. Take your time. Now, I like to rotate my hand away from my face. I get a little different angle. Try to get into the middle of your finger. I feel a slight burning. I'm going back at it. You can really hum into it. Their whole nostril is vibrating. I can feel like I see better.
One thing I noticed is when I go from a high pitch to a low pitch, it resonates at different places. Like there's no resonance and there's a resonance, so there's an echo chamber, and so I wonder whether,
Ah, you froze.
Change that.
You froze. You wonder whether what?
Oh, I wonder whether the different concha have different frequencies of echoing, meaning where the resonant chambers at different frequencies. I wonder what those frequencies are and how they compare one concha versus the other.
Yeah, why don't you compare it? You can
Well, I can
explore
only
that.
I can try, except I can't feel I can't get past the first concha with my finger, so I can't really feel the where the vibration changes.
You can
Uh,
come out to the outside and feel as much as you can from front to get to this
yeah.
middle concha. Does anybody feel that they have this supreme concha, the extra concha on the top?
I felt like I could feel it yesterday when whatever it was that Bonnie was having us do, which was different, and now I can't remember what it was, but I do remember at a certain point feeling in here, feeling a line into that, but I don't feel it now with the humming.
Okay, we find different things at different moments.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm finding like this side here is really blocked. Like it's almost like a zone that hasn't been functioning. And when I hum, it's just very interesting to compare the two sides because this side was so opening and this side it's like stuck.
So let's do it again. Let's do it again, whichever side you need to work on and see, because it's your tissue is responsive, so you can use your finger to open.
Yeah. Plus, there's always two. The state of the inside of each nostril is always different. One is more open and the other is more engorged, typically, depending on your physiological state.
Yeah, that's fascinating. And you can play like Robert was playing with the resonance in each chamber and seeing if it's different. It tickles. Let your body expand. If you feel expansive, like, wow. Maybe you feel like moving in space. Wow, it feels such a different relationship to the atmosphere. Whew. Wonderful.
Bonnie said something yesterday that resonated a little bit. She said I thought she referred to lines in the face or masks. And it reminded me of the Chinese masks. There's a wonderful film about an artist who did these instant changes with masks, representing, but they had these lines, and so I had this sensation of these lines, the lines down to the mouth, the lines up to around to the ear, and the lines into the eyes. And then
don't you have a mask on your on your page when I open up your name?
Oh, yeah, it's a piece of sculpture. It's a green Tara. I can show you really quick.
Yeah, it doesn't look green on the screen. It was gold.
No, it doesn't. It took me a long time to figure it out that it was actually a green Tara. You can see little pieces of the green. The paint is all off of it. But anyway, I love that image. Yeah. But I'm
sorry.
Go ahead.
It doesn't quite look Tibetan. I'm not sure what.
It is. Well, I don't know. I have not been able to find the source of that. I've looked around. I don't know how I got it. But it has it's a green tar, but it has those little those little teeth, those little tiny fangs. So she's very compassionate and very sweet looking, but she also has these teeth which represent the fierceness of her compassion. I love it.
That's great.
But anyway, I'm fascinated by masks.
Did you study Buddhism? Because that's part of the.
Yes, yeah, I have studied it. Yes, and practice. Yes.
Good. All right, everybody. What else? Who else is experiencing something?
Let the
You've got to unmute.
Right. At the risk of TMI, I've had a cold, so I keep bending down because I have to blow my nose. But I feel, I really had never thought about exploring BMC as a way of, I feel much clearer, much better. So, for when you get a cold, you know, exploring this anyway, that helped right now anyway. I feel better. So
that's great. I mean, I've taken to using a natural nose spray every day, every morning, just to open up the chambers there. It's called X Clear. It's made with grapefruit seed extract. And I use that every day because I listened to a video from a doctor who talked about the importance of keeping your sinuses open. It's very good for your brain, so that's good.
Nasal irrigation or using a neti pot also is really good. That's what I do, and it's very helpful.
That's great.
Well, my hearing is improved. I've had my sinuses stuffed up for the last couple of weeks. I think there's too much pollen in the air here, and that cleared it up, so I can hear more clearly than I did before. So
that's wonderful. Yeah, and do you understand the connection between the ear and the mouth?
No, I don't know if I'm very clear about it, but there's definitely a connection. Yeah.
Does anybody want to say anything, or we'll go back to the on-screen concha and look at the mouth? Carrie, how are you doing?
I'm doing okay. There was a lot of tension in this side, so I totally feel it kind of like radiating. I mean, pain, like held tissue pain. So it's very interesting, and it's going to the back of my head now.
Are you able to work? Do you do hands-on work?
Mm-hmm.
So you can work on yourself?
Yep.
Have you worked on craniums before?
Well, I do a little cranial sacral, but I'm trained in zero balancing.
Oh, nice.
So
nice.
Yeah.
We're also special people here. All right. So, Laura, do you want to say anything?
No, it did open up it didn't open up my sinuses, but I became aware of my sinuses doing this. For better or for worse, I'm not sure, but to be continued. But
yeah, go ahead.
It is opening. The breath is more open in my head.
I was going to say one more thing too, that I just remembered that Bonnie, when she was having us do the one side at a time, she actually had us close the opposite nostril while we were doing it. So in a way, this exploration is kind of like doing an alternate nostril breathing.
Yeah.
It's sort of therapeutic in that sense.
Well, why don't we try that right now, breathing in through one nostril? And imagine the air coming through the turbinates or through the concha. Around the eye if you want. And then going to the other side.
Playing with getting more turbulence by narrowing and widening my nostril as I'm by having less air come in, I think it creates more turbulence around the
Mm.
concha. I'm not sure, but it seems to me, I think, as opposed to the air going more straight in and less
Hmm.
turbulence around the concha.
Does that feel like a good thing for you?
Just different. I think I was aware of the air seemed to be going straight in, and I wanted to see if I could feel more of the air going around the concha.
Mm.
You know, and I would like us to take it into movement so you can feel how your concha relate to the whole body. Lisa, did you want to say something?
Oh, no, I was just,
Oh,
other than it feels structural. Like I feel more of the dimensions of my skull, the shape of my skull now.
let me stand up. And if you think about the formation of the skull, I mean, we have such complexity and beauty in the skull bones and the way they're shaped. Because you know, you have the eustachian tubes. I think I mentioned that last time, that help to drain the ear and they go into the mouth. And an infant at birth, because the jaw hasn't completely formed, is basically at the same level. So it can nurse and it can breathe at the same time. And then when the jaw develops more, the eustachian tube becomes more of a diagonal to drain downward, and it loses that ability to breathe and nurse at the same time, breathe and swallow at the same time. So that's something to think about, your eustachian tubes, how that drains your ears, and how your ears, you know, Charlotte can feel her ears more, less pressure. So let's see if you can take, I feel like the wind is just flowing through my nostrils into my body. And you're going to lead your body around from that sensation. And play with the high and the low, the down and the up, and the side to side, and the circles. And I just feel it's so open in the nose and behind the nose. When you think about the base of your skull and the fact that this is part occiput. Occiput comes from the somites, the vertebrae, the top of the vertebrae form together and form the occiput, which is really the first part of your neck. So you can counterbalance your skull, your occiput, with your nose, and that brings you into this nursing movement of your head. It's up and over, and drawing the nipple into your under your tongue and pressing against the mouth. To give your skull a massage. And use your tongue press it against your palate, hard palate, and see if you can swallow in a rhythm. And see if you can find your sella turcica, which we talked about in the center. So if you think about drawing a straight line up from the hard palate and another line forward, you can dance around your sella turcica. And your pituitary. Don't think I've ever done that quite before. And if you had trauma there, you may need to be very slow and gentle. So it's right in the center. Where these two lines meet. You can see the skull. So here's the hard palate. Here's the bottom. Here's the greater foramen. Here's your palate coming up. And your your septum is here. If you keep going back, you can almost balance the skull. And on top of that is the sella turcica. So use one finger here. So in effect, huh?
I was going to say it's above the dome of the soft palate.
Yeah.
Right. As opposed to the hard palate, right?
Yeah, it's back from that a bit. Yeah.
And it's behind the septum of the nose. So it's pretty far back. And it's behind the eyeballs.
It's right in front of where the spine comes into the spinal cord comes into the brain, yes?
Well, yes, here's the foramen, greater foramen, where the spinal cord comes in. It's back behind it. Right. Here is the sella turcica.
So it's a little forward of that.
Up high, right forward of that, an inch and a half or so, something. Okay, right in the middle, I see.
Yeah, and feel it where it is, because it's never the same on any two people. It's from studying a little bit with the anatomist who has, what's his name, cosmonaut, what's his name? Gil Hedley.
Oh.
He had these cadavers that he had dissected. And it was amazing to see how different everybody's head is, their whole body, different placements of things. They're not all the same, and some structures are left or right, some structures are longer and shorter, some structures are not even there. This is awesome, because we see one, if you have a skull, that's all you see. But if you had 10 skulls, then you could really compare and say, oh, well, this is a different shape. Or you feel your head and you say, oh, my head doesn't have that shape to it. So, but here is, I don't know if you can explore it on your own too. But I think those little dots are so amazing, the holes in the cribriform plate. I mean, who thought of that?
That's amazing.
It is amazing. It looks like a salt and pepper shaker is in there.
I understand.
So are there little nerves that go through all of those little holes, or?
You know, I'm not quite sure. I don't remember now. I think
I'd
that
have to look in
the
my
molecules
anatomy.
go up there, and then the nerves are there. But
Think so.
this is, you know what attaches here?
Oh,
And we're outside of the mouth. We're in the head.
Oh, in the head. Oh.
Is that where the lining of the brain attaches? Or?
Yes, this is the tectorium.
Right.
Attaches here.
Wow.
For those of you who've done the craniosacral work. It's amazing.
Wow.
Amazing structure here. So what more can we explore here? Your ears are embedded, your hearing mechanism is embedded through this piece of, I think it's the petrous portion of the temporal bone. So you can see, here's your ear canal. So try to find your ear canals and go in. That's another way to find.
Mm-hmm.
You're really, it depends on the angle. There, it's a slight diagonal on either side. You might feel that, or you might not feel that from your ear. And the diagonal of the ear goes forward towards the sella turcica. So you can approximate that. So here's the front. We go into the ear here.
Mm-hmm.
And we follow the ear canal. I don't know if you've ever worked with somebody that's had an acoustic neuroma. So my brother had an acoustic neuroma, and they had two surgeons. One was for opening the skull, and the other one was for opening this petrous portion of the temporal bone.
Wow.
And then they had to pull off the neuroma from the nerve. I think that's cranial nerve number 7. I think that is. I think it's number 7.
What is a neuroma?
Neuroma is a fatty sheath that grows over the nerve.
I see. Oh, okay.
And one way that you can tell whether you have an acoustic neuroma or something going on with your brain is to walk in tandem with which toe, heel, so that your heel, shall I demonstrate? When you walk, then you walk so that you're on one line. You're able to bring your heel to your toe. If you have an acoustic neuroma, you can't walk like that. It's very dizzy, and so it's an impediment. You don't want to have it. So anyway, where were we? Oh, we're talking about the ears. So let's go into your ears, the way you went into your nose. And I have to take out. Notice whether you see or feel one side is easier to access than the other side. Can you go in further? Is it a fatter opening? Is it wider? And then open your jaw.
You're hard to hear now, Sarah.
When you took your earbuds out, we couldn't, your voice disappeared, so we couldn't hear you very well.
Say that again?
Yeah.
When you took your earbuds out, we couldn't hear you.
I thought it was me.
That's all right. Well, what I was saying was, when you put your fingers in your ears, do you find it easier to go into one side than the other, or are they exactly the same?
No, they're not the same.
Yeah, mine are not the same.
I know mine are not the same because I was just recently fitted for new hearing aids, and they actually like create a little, they put soft stuff into your ears to create a perfect fit to go into the canal, and they were definitely different.
So I was finding it interesting to see what you can do to make them more symmetrical, or to feel like you can open it more, or feel you can go in. What is it that you touch when you bring, say, a Q-tip in your ear? What is the structure?
I feel like it's more around the periphery, like the bony structure, as opposed to going deep. Like when I hit the drum, that doesn't feel right.
Okay. And so it's the eardrum when you put your finger in, or put your Q-tip in too far.
Yeah.
And do you feel a widening, a spaciousness? No?
I have to relax my jaw. When I relax my jaw and open the eustachian tubes, because I have like chronic sinusitis anyway, so it sort of cracks open,
Oh,
when I
wow.
bring my jaw down and go long, 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 and it opens everything up a little bit.
Laura, what were you going to say?
I didn't feel any difference with the ears.
Did you stick your baby finger
earlier,
in?
when we were moving, I did get emotional doing the like when we were doing the rhythmic,
Nursing?
like we were feet nursing, right? It was an emotional experience for a second or two.
What did you feel?
I just felt like crying a little. That's it. I mean, it brought tears to my eyes for a second.
Did you nurse when you were a baby?
No.
How do you know that?
My mother had problems with nursing, I was told. And yeah, this part of my jaw is very strong, and I never really got that connection from here to here. Yeah, I feel I'm almost there. I'm almost tapping into this connection.
Wonderful. Why don't we do this part again that we did? I don't know if you got that part, but if you hold this is too high for me. Put your elbows on something and then hold your chin.
Right. Yeah, we were doing, right. That's very.
That's what we're doing. And then when you pivot open, the arc is to go up like a rooster's comb and back, not to just go straight back, not to pinch the back of your neck like that, but to lift up. Do you see the up? And coming up to go back, over to come forward.
Yeah, the pinching, right.
When you're coming up to go forward, that's coming from sort of the back of your neck up. Is that what you mean, like this?
Exactly. And you can take the back of your hair. You can take your hair, if you have hair, you can take the back of your head and just pull it up.
Feels so good.
That feels good, Sabrina. Who said that feels so good?
I'm even doing it.
I did.
Oh,
Laura.
this is a lovely thing about body mind centering is you can go back, put in those memories and those experiences that you didn't have.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rhythm helps to open it, I think.
So I don't know about you, but I'm giddy. My ears are open, my eyes are open, my nose is open, my mouth is open. I'm like, I'm on fire, baby. So I have to, sorry that I have to leave you because we're at such a high point, but maybe it's a good place. I have other commitments and I have to make time there to get to places. So it's now 6 o'clock. So I don't know if you read my little note, but I did send a note.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
That's fine. Thank you.
But I reach out. Let's hold each other. Where's your other hand, Charlotte? Thank you. Oh, so nice to be with you guys.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah.
you.
Thanks, everybody. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you.
So we're not meet. We won't meet next week. We'll have another week, and then we'll meet in 2 weeks.
Right.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
And I'll see you in Northampton, Sarah. I'm going
I
to go.
will. Wonderful. For Bonnie's conference, yes.
I registered as well, so
Yay.
thank you. Yeah.
Oh, and the woman last week, she even got an Airbnb.
Oh
The
yeah.
French woman.
Yeah,
So
there-
you
there
might
was-
want to connect with her.
Yes. Yes. That's
I know. I can't.
it is. Her name is Camille. Camille.
Oh yeah, yeah.
English would be Camilla. It's Camille l'Italienne. Yeah. So are you driving up there from New York? Anybody going from New York? No. Okay.
Gonna fly.
Oh, good. All right, guys.
I'm by New York.
Thank
what?
you.
I'm going by New York.
Okay. Stick your thumb out. Pick other people
Yeah.
up. All right. So nice to have you guys.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Weeks. Bye.